This is Kenkere, a small village on the border of Andhra Pradesh. Here, most of the families are small ruminant rearers. Today is an important day on their calendar, as every year around this period, groups from neighboring villages gather to migrate along with their flock of sheep and goats. This is a custom that has been followed by their forefathers since time immemorial. They migrate because their villages do not have enough fodder and water for their livestock. They also believe that this journey exposes the animals to different kinds of fodder and weather conditions, making them stronger and healthier. Their belief is that migration also helps breeding. Their migratory journey generally starts off in January, the period when summer begins to set in and when ponds and wells go dry. They return to their villages after 7 or 8 months as the monsoon sets in. The flocks of each group vary from 200 to 600 animals. The whole caravan consists of 19 men, 5 dogs and 8 donkeys and 2,300 small ruminants. The donkeys carry the luggage of the caravan and the dogs act as the protectors to the herd from wild animals. Each member of the group plays a crucial role. Meet our Gaud, Ranganath. He has been chosen as the head of the 6 groups that are migrating from this area. He has been appointed the head as he is familiar with the migratory path. Ranganath acts as a pilot to the group and sets off before them to arrange for their stay in the first village on their migratory path.
ಮೇವಿಲ್ದ ಇದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬರಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ, ನೀರಿಲ್ದ ಇದ್ರು ನೋಡೋದು, ಸರಿ ಮಂದೆ ಇಲ್ದ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ತಡ್ಸೋರು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಮ್ದೇ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ. ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಈ ರೂಟ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮೊದ್ಲು ಯಾರ್ದೋ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಹುಡುಗನಾಗೆ ಬಂದು ಈ ಸುತ್ತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು 3 ವರ್ಷ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹುಣಸೂರ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೈಸೂರಿಂದ ಪಡುಗಡೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಓಡಾಡಿ ಸಾಕಾಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
This is Siddhanna. He acts as the doctor of the herd. His role is to maintain the health of the animals throughout the journey. Though he has no formal education, he has learnt by experience and is adept at various home remedies as well as administering medicines and injections to the flock. Muddanna is a cook hired by the group. He will be paid 4,000 rupees for the whole journey. Before the groups set off, they perform a ritual to appease the gods for safe journey. They believe in the god of small ruminant rearers. They sacrifice a sheep to Bhutappa Devaru before setting off on their journey. After travelling the whole day, they arrive at their first stopover in Ajjainapalaya, a village about 8 kilometers from their starting point. They stay in a field owned by Lokesh. He has already been informed about the group's arrival by Ranganath. Landowners like Lokesh gladly offer their fields for the group to stay, as the animals give good manure for his fields. Ranganath has bargained with Lokesh to pay the group 5 kgs rice, 15 kg ragi and 50 rupees cash per day. This is more or less a standard deal that is struck by the group with landowners. After an early morning meal, the migrants divide themselves into their respective 6 groups. The group generally have a main stopover point in each village. In this case, Lokesh's field. Using Lokesh's field as their base, they take their small ruminants to different fields around the village to graze. Contacts with these landowners are made on the spot, and they are more than happy to welcome them for the manure from the sheep and goats. Once the deal is finalized, the shepherds sit guard on the periphery of the field to ensure that the goats do not stray into adjoining fields. The sheep and goats and their rearers share a special relationship. The amazing part is that each rearer can recognize his animal by name. The animals respond to their names and to a special whistling sound made by the shepherd. For 3 days, the same routine is followed. The shepherds arise by 6 a.m. and feed their weak and pregnant animals with groundnut extract soaked with water overnight. This strengthens the weak animals and increases their milk production. By 9 a.m. they have their standard meal of ragi mudda and take their respective animals to different fields around the village to graze. They stay in a village till such time that the fields around them, up to a radius of 8 kilometers, can provide fodder for their animals. The group is now ready to shift to their next village, Sorekunte. The donkeys are loaded up with the entire luggage and the group sets off. Ranganath, their leader, has already informed the landowner in Sorekunte of their arrival. On setting up camp, the cook prepares a tasty meal of ragi mudda. This high-protein meal made from a paste of ragi powder, salt and water will keep them active the whole day. This is a staple diet of the rearers. The group has already stopped over at 10 villages. And one of their sheep is sick. A thorn has pierced the sheep's eye, and its eye has closed. Siddhanna, their on-board doctor, takes a burning stick and puts it near the eye. This ensures that the eye opens up in 3 days. Though crude, this is an effective way of curing the ailment. A kid is fed milk from another sheep, as its mother could not provide it sufficient milk. Siddhanna also makes a paste of a few herbs and puts it into a sheep's nose, which is running fever and cold. According to him, this cures them within a few days. A sad day in the life of the group. One of their donkeys has died unexpectedly. Their attachment to the donkey is portrayed by the elaborate burial ceremony. Most rearers are very attached to their animals. While filming this film, we came across another small ruminant rearer whose dog had died due to snake bite. He was virtually in tears while explaining the tragedy to us. Generally, 2 dogs are left behind to protect the luggage and kids when the groups take their flocks to the fields for grazing. The dogs are very protective of the flock, especially of the kids and lambs. Even after virtually staying with the group for over 3 months, the dogs would not let our cameraman near the luggage or the kids. Today is a day of fun and shopping. Iranna and Ramu indulge in some friendly ram fighting. while another group buys some clothes from a roadside vendor. Bhadra gets his feet cleaned by the fish in the pond. Manju feels that a day spent bathing in a nearby pond should do him a world of good. This is a bath he is having after nearly a whole month. For the shepherds, taking a bath is not among their top priorities during migration. But for Siddhana, the doctor, it is work as usual as he injects the goats with medicines. He does this every week to the entire herd to keep them in prime health throughout the journey.
ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಒಳಗೆ ದಮ್ಮೆ ಕೆಡೋದು ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ದಮ್ಮೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ಆಗೋದು ಅವು ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ಸಾನೆ ಆದಂಗ ದಮ್ಮೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಸುತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಮಾತ್ರೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಿರ್ಕ ತೊಡಿಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಮಾತ್ರೆನ ನೀರೊಳಗ ಹಾಲೊಳಗ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತತಿ ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಚೀಟಿನ. ಆ ಚೀಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ತೋರ್ಸಿದ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರೆನ ಈ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಾನ. ಇನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನೋ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತೈತೆ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೆಮ್ಮು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕೆಮ್ದ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ ತಂದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನ 2-3 ಮರಿ ಕೆಮ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವು ಹಾಲು ಕುಡ್ದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಮ್ಮಿ ಹಾಲು ಕುಡ್ದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಮೇಲಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ.
Goats that are very sick are sold off on the way. Bhadra and Muddanna are having a tough time with Padma, the owner of the adjoining field where the migrants have set up camp. Apparently, their goats had strayed into her field. Adjacent landowners do not like the loitering animals straying into their fields and destroying the crop. They generally take away a goat and they give it back only after the rearers pay up for it. This time Padma demands 500 rupees for the return of the animal. Bhadra and Muddanna decide that it is cheaper for them to let her keep the goat. The group has already travelled nearly 450 kilometers. They have taken a circuitous route back to their village. They have stopped over in 54 villages throughout their journey. After 7 months of migration, the group returns to their respective villages. The animals are kept in quarantine outside the village to check for diseases. After a week, the animals are brought into the village. But was this migratory journey really necessary? The traditional rearers strongly feel the need for migrating with their animals at least once a year for the following reasons. Animals get acclimatized to all kinds of weather, thus keeping them healthy. Animals have access to different species of fodder, which is necessary to provide the required nutrients. Prevents the animals from being attacked by ticks. It is also for the shepherds a time to socialize, look for marriage alliances. Talking to the migrants, their only requirements to make the journey comfortable were tarpaulin sheets for protection from sun and rain, solar lamps, and veterinary services like dewormers and vaccinations. The question that still remains is, should we look at migration as a problem or a solution?